4, 3, 2, 1. What in the world? Let's learn Piano Fire by Sparklehorse. It's a pretty easy song if you're great at guitar. Let me play you a little bit of it. Sparklehorse, Piano Fire. It's in a video game, I guess, called like That's Life or Doctor Strange or something. I messed that up on purpose. I know what it's called. It's called Life is Strange. Never played it, never heard of it. Is it good? There are two parts to this song, the verse and the chorus. There's also an intro, but the intro is the same as the verse. Let's do it. Capo on the 2nd fret. We're gonna go ahead and learn it with the capo on there. So if you've got your capo, go ahead and grab it, toss it on the 2nd fret. You can still learn the chords if you don't have a capo. You're just not going to be able to play along with me. Standard tuning, start with an E minor chord. E minor chord, if you are not aware, top string, the low E string open. 2nd fret, if I were you, I'd use middle finger on the 2nd fret of the A string, ring finger on the 2nd fret of the D string, and then the rest of the strings are open. A classic E minor chord. Let me show you the first 4 chords, and then we will learn the strumming pattern. So E minor is first, then a little chord that I like to call the D chord. Middle finger, 2nd fret on the high E string, ring finger on the 3rd fret of the 2nd string from the bottom, and then the pointer finger goes to the 2nd fret on the 3rd string from the bottom, the G string. Now here is something crucial about this D chord. I need you to take your thumb, bring it up around the back of the neck of the guitar, and just touch the top string, the E string. We want to mute that string because that open E string will destroy your D chord. So make sure you're muting it with your thumb. As far as I'm concerned, not optional. Thumb mutes the E string. There's our D chord with the muted E string. Then there's a little tricky thing he does that we'll get into later, but for right now, I'm just gonna tell you the next chord. We go to an A minor chord. That is nothing on the bottom string, pointer finger on the 1st fret of the B string, ring finger on the 2nd fret of the G string, middle finger on the 2nd fret of the D string, but he's going to play a special A minor called an A minor 7 chord. Put your pinky on the 3rd fret of the high E string. I would love it if you would mute the low E string with your thumb again. You don't have to for the A minor chord, but I think it would be a good idea. This is the A minor with the pinky, so it's an A minor 7, sounds like this. And finally, we're gonna play a C major 7 chord. Here's how we do that. The way we're gonna think about this is we're gonna think about how the A minor 7 chord transforms into the C major 7 chord. So watch this. You've got the A minor 7 chord in place. I would like you to take your pointer finger and get rid of it. It's just not gonna be involved in this chord at all. Then take your ring finger and move it up to the 3rd fret of the A string like that. C major 7 chord. So again, we had the A minor, get rid of your pointer finger, ring finger goes up to the 3rd fret of the A string, pinky and middle finger stay exactly the same. So now our 4 chords for the intro, which is also the verse, goes, I completely forget. E minor, then D, then A minor 7, A minor with the pinky, and then C major 7, just move your ring finger, no pointer finger. Beautiful! But I had something stuck to my chin. I would like you to practice those chords or whatever, watch this video, do something, I don't know, do whatever. Anyway, let me show you the strumming pattern. So this is now officially the strumming pattern section of the video. Let's just learn the strum on the E minor chord. This is about as classic and basic as a strum gets. Now, classic and basic does not mean easy. You're gonna strum down, believe it or not. Then you're gonna strum down again. And then immediately after that, you're gonna strum up. So now we've got down, down, up. Great. Then you're gonna strum up, down, up. So that was down, down, up, down, up. Let's do it again. And then we need to be able to repeat it to play it multiple times in a row. But let's just play it one time. You and me, we're in this together. Strumming pattern one time through. 1, 2, nice and slow. Down, down, up, down, up. How'd it go? Great. It is crucial that those last 3 strums need to be up, down, up. If you play down, up, down, you are fired. Now we need to play it multiple times in a row. I say we play it 4 times in a row. As soon as we do that last strum up, you're just immediately gonna start it over again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down, up. If you try to tell me, hey, you know what? It's easier for me if I play down, down at the end instead of up, down, so I think I'm gonna do that because that's a better way for me to do it. Then I do not have respect for you as a person. I mean, that's not true. That's not true. What I'm trying to say, the way that you strum guitar does not affect the way that I feel about you as a human being. But I really think you should do up, down, up at the end. It's very important to me. Now, we need to put the strumming and the different chords together. So we're going E minor, then the D, then the A minor 7, then the C major 7. But here's where there are a couple tricks. I want to show you a couple tricks. You might have heard this before, but as you're switching chords, when you're using this classic basic strumming pattern and you're switching from one chord to another, you need to start switching the chords while you're playing the last strum up of the previous chord. Here's what I mean by that. When you're going from E minor to D, we want down, down, up, down, start switching so that when you come down on the D chord, you're already there. So I'm strumming down, down, up, down, start moving down, down, up. Do you see how that works? Did you see what I did on that last strum up? I lifted my fingers off of the E minor chord and I literally just played the open strings for that last strum. This is a big deal. This is a big deal. It's going to help you. It sounds good. It's how you play these types of things on the guitar. Now here is a little tricky little thing that Mr. Sparklehorse himself does when he switches from the D chord to the A minor 7 chord. He goes like this. On the D, we're gonna play down, down, up, down, and then on the last strum up, you're going to put your pinky on the 3rd fret of the high E string, but at the same time, pull your other 3 fingers off the string. So that's down, down, up, down, pinky. See that? You see that? That's getting us ready to put those fingers in place for the A minor 7, and our pinky's already in the right place. Let's do that one time very slowly together. D chord, down, down, up, down, pinky, A minor 7. Do you see how that works? And then when we switch from the A minor 7 to the C major 7, we're just gonna go down, down, up, down. Then you're gonna lift up. This is a little bit tricky. You're just gonna lift up your ring finger and your pointer finger, and And then on the down strum, put your ring finger on the 3rd fret of the A string. Saying that out loud using just regular English makes it sound really confusing. Let's do this. Now that I've said all that and you kind of know what I'm talking about, I'm going to play it very slowly so you can see my hands and see when I lift up my fingers, when I put them down. 1, 2, here we go. And E minor, lift D, pinky A minor, C major 7. You see that? Now, I think it sounds pretty good when I play it slowly, but then when I play it fast, look at this. Sounds like the song to me. Let me show you an alternate strumming pattern that he does every once in a while. He just does it when he feels like it. I feel like he does it pretty regularly when he plays a C major 7 chord. Sometimes instead of playing down, down, up, down, up, sometimes he goes like this. Down, up, down, up, down, up. He just does an extra up in there. Down, up, down, up, down, up. That part's not important. It doesn't matter. Sometimes he does it, sometimes he doesn't. Sometimes you can do it, sometimes I won't do it. Sometimes we both won't do it at the same time. It's gonna be great. We should learn the chorus. The chorus has the only chord that's like a really, truly difficult chord, and that is the B minor bar chord. First chord of the chorus. Pointer finger on the 2nd fret of the A string. Ring finger on the 4th fret of the D string. That's the one right below it. Pinky is, gonna go on the 4th fret of the G string. That's the 3rd string from the bottom. And then your middle finger plays the 3rd fret on the B string, 2nd string from the bottom. Pointer finger is playing that 2nd fret from the top, but it is also smashing down on the high E string, so we get that 2nd fret on the E string. Here's something else about the B minor chord that you may or may not be aware of. We don't want to hear the low E string for this B minor chord. So there's a couple ways we can handle this. The way I like to do it is I have the tippiest tip of my finger just touch that top string. I have it just touch the low E, and that mutes the string, so then I don't hear it. Another option is you can just fully smash down on the 2nd fret of every single string, including the top string. Then we have the 2nd fret on the low E string, which sounds okay. To me, that does not sound as good. I think that low note there sort of overpowers the chord. But if we play it with the song, that's fine, right? But I like my way a little bit more, where I'm muting the E string. Next chord is a C chord with the pinky. So C chord is just pointer finger on the B string, skip the G string entirely, it's just open, middle finger's on the 2nd fret of the D string, ring finger on the 3rd fret of the E string, and then your pinky plays the 3rd fret on the high E string. You may have noticed my thumb came up over the top and muted that low E string. If we're being honest, I like to have my thumb mute the low E string for almost every chord. Not for an E minor. In E minor, we want it. Everything else, just go ahead and mute the E string. It's gonna sound great. You're gonna love it. Chorus. B minor, C with the pinky. Do it again. B minor, then the C with the pinky. Like I said, that B minor chord, it's a little tough. It's a little bit of a tough chord. If you haven't played bar chords, you're gonna want to practice it. So don't feel bad if you can't do it right away. We do that dose times. B minor. This is when he sings, how does it feel? How does it feel? He sings that twice. Then we get to the big showdown, 2nd half of the chorus. We go G. We're gonna change the strumming pattern a little bit here. On the G chord, you know G, right? Middle finger 3rd fret up on the top string. Pointer finger on the 2nd fret of the A string. D string is open. G string is open. Ring finger on the 3rd fret of the B string. Pinky on the 3rd fret of the high E string. On this G chord, you're gonna strum down, up, down, and that's it. Just down, up, down. Then go to a D, but when you're playing the D this time, have your thumb not just mute that top string, but have it actually push on the 2nd fret of the top string. I just had to check. I just panicked that I never hit record, but I did hit record. We're all good. G, D with the thumb, otherwise known as D over F sharp. Then E minor, same E minor we started the song with. Then regular D, I'm no longer pushing on the 2nd fret of the top string, but I am going to mute that top string still. So down, up, down on each of these chords. G, D with F sharp, E minor, D. Then we're going to go to an A minor 7 chord. That's that A minor, remember that guy? If you don't, then go watch that part again. It's 3 minutes and 20 seconds. I have no idea. With your pinky right there, we're going to make a tiny little adjustment to this A minor 7. We are also going to just get rid of the ring finger. See that? You see that? So it's like an A minor with the pinky, no ring finger. You're going to strum the regular strumming pattern on this. Down, down, up, down, up. And then get rid of your pointer finger and strum down, down, up, down, up. Here's the entire chorus from start to finish. B minor, C with the pinky. B minor, C with the pinky. G, D over F sharp, E minor, D. A minor 7 with the pinky, get rid of the pointer finger. That was the chorus. I told you there were 2 parts to this song. And I was being honest with you, but also I was lying because there's a tiny little interlude right here. After the first chorus, you're just going to play a G chord. We went over the G chord just mere moments ago. On this G chord, you're going to go down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. And then it starts over. Let's review, shall we? Do we need to? Probably not. Let me just tell you this. The form of the song is we start with the intro. The intro is just the verse. Like 4 times or something. Maybe it's 2, but I think it's 4. Then the singing starts. Then they play that verse part again 4 times. Then they play the chorus. Remember that? 1 time. Then they do that G interlude. Then they just start over. They do the verse again. Then they go to the chorus again. Now, this is where there's a tiny difference. The second time when they finish the chorus, instead of just going to that G chord, they do our... That second half of the chorus, they do that, I don't know, 6 times, 5 times, 4, 3, 2, 1. What in the world? Anyway, Sparklehorse, Piano Fire, Life is Strange, Doctor Strange, E minor chord, you get the picture.